Okay, it's not perfect. There's way too much crap in here, way too much. But I've got my veggies in here. I just bought a bag of frozen corn, and you know what? I had a whole bag of frozen corn in there. The bag piece for 2 bags of frozen corn, a little bit of mixed veggies in there, some spinach, edamame, 2 full bags of fries. Don't know why. There's a little bit of hash browns in there as well. And then these are diced onions that I diced and froze. This one is not as tidy as I'd like it to be. I have to do something with this puff pastry. I was going to do it while Shiloh was here, but I did not. I had half, like 2/3, maybe, no, about 1/3 of a bag of mixed berries, about a half a bag of pineapple, a whole bag of frozen bananas slices, because when bananas are starting to go bad, I freeze them, and then just a little bit of blueberries. So I ended up making some smoothie packs, and I will be eating these up soon. So that's what that is. Whenever I get a big can of pumpkin, because I give Sophie pumpkin, I always freeze half. So here's half. That's frozen. I had some random gravy packets. You know what? These are probably freezer burned. They're going out. Some ice cream. Definitely going to eat that up. Okay, and then in here, I've got the veggie ground that I make. I also have 1 package of Beyond Beef ground that I gotta use up before it gets totally freezer burned. Some soy chunks, some tempeh cubes, 3 random Beyond Meat sausages, 2 are spicy, or no, 1 is spicy, 2 are regular, and some pepperoni, which looks like it's freezer burned. Oh my gosh, that's just awful. Just Egg. So whenever I see Just Egg on sale, or I'm not going to use the full packet that I have, I freeze it in nice cube trays. And so then I pull 2 or 3 out when I just want to make scrambled egg or something like that. So I keep that in my freezer. This is some Light Life tempeh, bacon flavored tempeh. And then in here I have some shredded chicken that I made from that recipe from Plant-Based Bistro, their tofurkey. I've got a little chicken patty and then 4 little steaks that I've made. So that's what's in there. Again, some random stuff, some chopped walnuts, chili, a little bag of chili that I had made. I think there's 3 chicken nuggets in there. And then I have some tofu. I have 1 extra firm, 2 soft, and 1 almond dessert soft. These soft ones were given to me by my neighbor. I don't actually usually eat soft tofu, but I guess I'm going to find a way to use those up. Yes, I am. So let's put that back in there. Everything started to thaw out just a little bit. Empty pumpkin. Yeah. Just very frustrating to see things get freezer burnt. All right, this one is random as well. I've got ground flax. I always keep ground flax in the freezer and a little bit out in my fridge for use. This is ground hemp seeds. I also keep these in the freezer usually so they don't go bad. And then just random stuff. I have 4 dumplings, vegan dumplings. I have this bag of potato pierogi. I have these vegan raviolis. Some veggie spring rolls back there, all of which can get eaten up. I have some provolone slices. When I'm not going to eat all of my slices, I put a little parchment paper between them and then freeze them. And then I have 5 naan breads, 2 of these green onion pancakes, and 4 tortilla / pizza shells. Thin pizza crusts, I guess. 5 little tart shells, and then leftover boursin that I wasn't going to use before it went bad, so I froze it, and I'm going to put that in some pasta sauce or something like that. So it's looking a lot better, but it's still really frustrating that I let that much food collect to the point where I can't fit anything else in there. So we will not be buying anything frozen until we use all of that up. I'm also going to be going through my fridge to take inventory of everything that's in here, because I know I've got carrots, I have a cauliflower, some coleslaw. I've made some, but there's some others there, some random sort of, I've got some black bean burritos that I got to eat up, some roasted potatoes that got to eat up. Like, did I say half a cauliflower? Some peppers, miscellaneous bags of cheeses. I'm going to try and buy less of those packaged cheeses, but we'll see. So I'm going to go through and inventory everything that's in here, because this has to get eaten up first, and I will use what's in my, I should grab my Brazil nut. I always take one Brazil nut every day to get my selenium. I should also bring my orange out for today. Anyways, so that is priority 1, clearing that out, priority 2, and obviously what's in the pantry. So, the goal is not to go to the grocery store, except to get fresh fruits and veggies and creamer if I need it for January. Should be easy to do. Hey everyone, welcome back. So, in the interests of using up what I've got in my fridge, today we're making a recipe, I'm using air quotes around that, basically of things I have in my fridge and pantry. This is just going to be really simple. Basically what we're doing is we're making the ingredients to make bowls. I guess that's the best way of putting it. Hold on a sec, I'm missing something. I had. And this is a great way to use up what's in your fridge and you know, your freezer too, potentially. So let me just show you the ingredients that I've got out. So here's what I've got out of my fridge that needs to be used up. Yesterday I actually rinsed and drained and dried out a can of chickpeas. So these have been sitting in the fridge ready to go. You can cook your own. I have half a head of cauliflower that needs to get used up right away. I've got some carrots in there, so I'm going to use 3 of those. I have, about a quarter of a small red onion. I've got the rest of this red pepper, and then I've got a yellow pepper. So we're going to roast these vegetables. I just earlier today made some rice. I had a tiny bit, a quarter cup of coconut milk that I had frozen. So I mixed that in with the water when I made the rice. So it's a little coconut-y. And then we've got some peanut satay sauce that was in the fridge. I've got some chili infused avocado oil, some garlic and herb seasoning, salt and pepper. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with all of this to make yummy meals for the next couple of days. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is get the chickpeas roasting. The first thing I'm going to do is turn my oven on to about 375. I've got a baking sheet with a silicone pad on it. What I'm going to do is add some satay sauce, sort of toss them in a little satay sauce. You can use whatever sauce you like. You could use barbecue sauce if you want. You could just use a little bit of olive oil. Just not a ton. You don't want them soupy, but we want them to be coated so that that yummy flavor gets roasted into them. I'm not going to add anything else to this, no oil or anything like that, because there's oil in the sauce. And I'm going to put them into my air fryer. You could also just lay them on a cookie sheet or a baking tray in your oven and roast them with the vegetables. The reason I don't do that is because I find they crisp up better in the air fryer, and I can sort of shake them and toss them every 10 minutes or so, 5-10 minutes or so. So we're going to start them at about 375, and I'm going to start them for 20 minutes, and I will shake them around every once in a while. All right, so while that's happening, in the same bowl, we're going to put our vegetables. Okay, so let's start with the onion. I'm going to break up these pieces a little bit because I want the onion to cook. I don't want it to be like still raw. So if we break them up a bit, then they'll cook a little bit faster. Now let's get the rest of this red pepper in there. And I'm just going to do chunks, you know, chunks, whatever size you want. You want all your veggies about the same size. And then once these veggies are roasted, you can use them on anything, right? You can use them on rice. You can put them in a pasta dish. You can put them on mashed potatoes. Really, anything you want. You can eat them cold in a salad. Roasted veggies are really good in a salad. I'm determined to use up what I've got. So that's what we're doing. And now with my carrots, I'm going to do the same thing. I like to peel my carrots. You don't have to. Oops. Yep, that's right. I thought I'd put them in the opposite containers. So anyways. Now the carrots are going to take the longest to cook. So I'm not going to cut these in huge chunks. Or thick slices, I guess, is a better way to put it. All right, so we have all our veggies in here. You can put broccoli, you can put asparagus, you could put Brussels sprouts, whatever you want. Now, you don't have to use oil, but they're not going to crisp up as much. I'm going to use some oil. And you really want to toss them well so that you get a little bit of olive oil on, or a little bit of oil on everything. And then I'm going to use this Kingsford garlic and herb seasoning. I get this at the dollar store. It's actually quite good. It does have salt in it, so I'm not going to add salt to this. I can always add salt once I've got my dish prepared. And then I'm going to add a little pepper. Just put all of your veggies and spread them out. You could also roast your veggies in an air fryer, but my air fryer is not big enough to do everything. But if you have a bigger one, or one that, well, actually my toaster oven does have an air fryer feature, but this is too much to put in there. So I'm going to put these in the oven. I've got it set to 375. And I'm going to give them a stir every 10 minutes or so. So let's give these chickpeas a toss. So they're starting to dry up, and then they will eventually start to crisp up. I like mine to be a little crispy. So, I mean, they already taste good, but they're better when they're a little crunchy. All right, so they were in there 10 minutes, then I gave them a shake. When that goes off again in another 10 minutes, I'll give them another shake, give this a stir, and keep doing that until everything is as I want it. And then when we come back, I'm just going to show you how I make my bowl. Really not earth-shattering. But once you have all of this prepped, then you've got, you know, ingredients for things for a week, right? You could make a wrap with the chickpeas and the roasted veggies and put a little bit more of this on, put some, I have coleslaw mix in there, I could put that in there, that sort of thing. There's just lots of things you can do. There's not a lot of this sauce left, but I am going to drizzle it over my bowl, and it's going to be delicious. So I will see you back here when this is all done and I'm ready to plate. Okay, let's get our veggies out. Look good. Can I put these where you can see things? Okay. Okay, so the veggies are there. We got our chickpeas. I maybe let them go just a little longer so they're very crispy. That's okay, they make really good snacks. But we got our chickpeas. So now I've just reheated some rice, and now we're just going to assemble everything. I'll start with some veggies. I'm getting a little bit of everything in there. Now, if I was Simnett Nutrition, I would have some greens in here, but I'm not. And if you've not watched Simnett Nutrition, you should. Okay, so now I'm just going to add in some chickpeas. Like I said, I think I over roasted those. And so now I'm just going to drizzle on some of this peanut satay sauce that I have. It's all about the sauces. And then some toasted sesame seeds. There. Super easy way to make a delicious and healthy meal. And now that I have this ready and done, I can have it in the fridge and ready to go at any time. So there's no excuse not to eat healthy. That is so good. If I had green onions, I'd add some in here. Like I say, you could put whatever you have in your fridge, and whatever you like can go in here. Hope you guys are doing well. I hope you're staying safe. Remember, in a world where you can be anything, eat good food, be kind, including to yourself. I love you, and I'll see you next time.